Boom, the new season is upon us, and with the new season comes Fantasy Premier League. It's the highlight of my summer. I love this part of the season. Picking my team, honestly, I've already changed it about a dozen times. Without fail, I've changed it already. It doesn't matter though. This year is going to be my year. I will not be cashing in my wild card chip in the first 2 weeks like I did last year. It's not going to happen this year. I'm going to plan ahead. I'm going to see who teams are playing, and I'm going to plan my transfers like a pro. I'm going to watch all the Fantasy Premier League videos. This year is the Cycling GK's year to win Fantasy Premier League. Okay, this right there is the code 198OUT. I'm going to put a link in the description down below. Click on it, go join the league. There are going to be prizes for fun. Each month, the top performing manager is going to have someone Each month, the top performing manager gonna win a prize. January, when the new chips and tokens kick in, gonna win a prize. And then at the end of the season, the person, the manager, the top guy, you're gonna be winning. I don't even know what I'm gonna give away here, but so it'll be like a shirt. I'll give something away. I'll give something worldy away. Don't you worry, all right? 198. Click on the link, come and join in the fun. Right, let's get straight into it. No messing about, let's go straight to the goalkeepers, okay? Now, I've always been a big fan of putting myself in my own team, and this year's no different. I am the second most selected goalkeeper in the whole entire game. 27.5%. 27.5% of you have picked me in your teams. I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm an absolute steal at 4 million quid. Am I gonna play this season? I ain't got a frigging clue. Either way though, I will be selecting myself. So the first selection goes to myself, Ben Foster, in nets. And the second choice goalkeeper, somebody who I think is some serious value, some serious good value for money. It's Sanchez at Brighton. £4.5 million, again, I think it's a steal. The guy came into his own last season, turned out to be a beast of a goalkeeper, went to the Euros with Spain. You got to have a bit about it if you're going to be Spain's third choice goalkeeper. Anyway, Sanchez is going to be my other goalkeeper. He'll probably be the goalie that plays most of the time. I don't care, I've got myself in there. Right, let's talk about the defenders now. Defence for me, normally, it's like last resort. I'll just have £4 million, £4.5 million players, and that's it. Not this year. I think I've got a decent defence this year. First position I filled up, and I think a lot of people will do as well. Ben White, new Arsenal signing, cost them 50 million quid. If you want him in this game though, it's £4.5 million. He was still at Brighton when the game was made. It's a steal, it's a must-have. You've got to have Ben White in. He's the first defender. Second defender, Lucas Dinier of Everton, £5.5 million quid. He is my joint most expensive defender. He's an assist machine. He scores goals and he's an assist machine. This year I think Everton are going to be decent. Luca Dinier, 100% in the team. John Stones is the next one selected. Man City just signed his new deal on mega bucks. I think he's going to play every game this season, for sure. I think he's going to play every match. £5.5 million quid, a starting centre-back for Man City, who I don't think will let in a lot of goals. Boom, Man City, John Stones. The fourth defender just had a world-class Euros. Luke Shaw, again, £5.5 million quid. I think it's reasonable. I think Man United are going to be decent this season. Obviously, had a wicked transfer window, signed some big players. I think Luke Shaw will be the starting left back. He'll get assists for fun, and you know he gets in the box and scores goals as well. And last but not least, in defence, some would call it cannon fodder. I think he probably is. It's Manquillo for Newcastle. It doesn't matter though. He's heavily selected in the game. He might start the season. I think he's got a chance of playing a few games. Either way, I'll put him in there. He's £4 million flat. You've got to have these players. Some players, unfortunately, have to fill their position. Right, now we are getting into the juicy positions. They're good. Before we start this midfield, by the way, can we have a look at this shirt? I'm wearing this Tottenham shirt because I've got to say, I think it may be one of the nicest shirts I've ever bought in my life. Look at this bad boy. I know this shirt got a lot of grief and a lot of abuse at the start of the season when it was announced. I'm with you, Spurs, it's world class. Look at it. It's absolutely belting, so I don't care, I'm wearing it. World class. Midfield, let's talk about the juicy big boys. These are the guys that are going to get me some points this season. Like I say, normally my midfield is stacked. I'll have the big boys. Strikers, I'll have the big boys. I've got a decent defence this year, which I'm happy with. Midfield, Again, I'm very happy with it. I've spent a lot of money in this section. You have to do it though. The first player in midfield, the new most expensive British player of all time, the biggest cast in the Premier League, apart from Shaqiri, they're close anyway. Either way, wonderful cast. Super Jackie Grealish, Man City. He is £8 million on the game, and I honestly think it's a steal. He will get assists for fun. In a team like Man City, who will dominate virtually every game they play, he will be getting assists and goals right, left and centre. Jackie Grealish, you are straight in there. Now, the second player I've got, which leaves me in a little bit of a quandary because we play them in our first game of the season, it's Aston Villa. But I've gone for Dinier because I think the guy's going to have a bouting season. We played against him last year at Norwich. He was world class. I could see him getting a move to the Premier League, which he did. Big money move at that as well. In the game, he's £6.5 million. I think he's going to have a bouting season. He's going to be spending the first week on the bench for me. Unlucky. But I think he's going to have a world class season. He'll score goals and he'll assist for fun. Dinier, boom. The third player, Dallas, Leeds United, £5.5 million. Finished the season super strong last year for Leeds. Bagged loads of points. Again, somebody who likes to get forward and get on the score sheet and make assists. Dallas, £5.5 million. And then we've got two big boys, two Rolls Royces. First of all, Liverpool, Mo Salah. You've got to have him. Guys, let me just have a look at the stats here for Mo Salah. He is 50% of teams. 1 in 2 teams, he's in it, Mo Salah, and there's no surprise. He takes penalties, he scores goals for fun, he assists for fun, he gets man of the matches all the time. I think you have to have Mo Salah. It's £12.5 million. Don't care, get him in there, boom. And the fifth and final midfielder, another Rolls Royce, somebody who took to the Premier League like a duck to water last season. Manchester United, Bruno Fernandes. What a beautiful player. £12 million in the game, but again, he scores penalties, he scores goals, he gets assists. I think Man United will keep a few clean sheets this season as well. Bruno Fernandes, boom. You finish off my midfield. It's an expensive one, but I think I'm going to get some points from them bad boys. Right, let's talk about the strikers, the big boys, the egos, the guys that we're relying to score goals week in, week out. The first player who I've gone for, massively selected in the charts as well, massively. Newly promoted Brentford, it's Even Tony. We played against him twice last season, and honestly, the guy is a threat. He's a serious threat. He's good in the air, he's strong, he holds players off, he scores penalties, and he'll score goals for sure this season. I think at £6.5 million for a starting striker who's going to score the majority of Brentford goals, I've had to get him in. I think the striking position this year is a bit of a worry. For me, Harry Kane is probably the only player who's an outright striker for their team. Obviously, we've still got the likes of people like Lukaku to come into the team. If Harry Kane goes to Man City, it's a different question, and I might have to make a few substitutions to get him in there. I haven't got him in the team at the minute. The second player I've gone for, Nacho at Leicester. £7.5 million. A guy at the end of last season was scoring hat-tricks for fun, goals for fun, assists for fun. He was taking the penalties. He really has come into himself as a player since he left Man City, especially towards the end of last season. He scored the winning goal in the Community Shield on Sunday against Man City. Nacho at £7.5 million, I think is a steal. Leicester are going to do well this season. They always do. They're a good team. They'll be top 6 for sure. I think he's going to bag some goals, lads. I really do. And the third and final player to finish off my team this season. Again, a player that's going to spend the first week on the bench because we're playing them in that game. Danny Ings for Aston Villa. For me, I think this guy is one of the transfers of the summer so far. He is worth his weight in gold. He scores goals, he will score penalties, he runs like an absolute animal. He won't give you a second's breath. He is a team player, he's a great lad to boot. Danny Ings at £8 million for Aston Villa is going to be massive this season. I think we're going to see plenty of goals from him, but he's going to have to spend the first week on the bench because we play against Aston Villa. Right then, let's go for a quick recap of the team, the starting lineup for the first game week. In goal, You know it. I had to put myself in goal. Come on, if you were in the game, you'd put yourself in the game, so I don't care. I'm in it. In defence, we have got Luca Dinier, we've got Stones, we've got White, and we've got Shaw. Midfield is Jack Grealish, Dallas, Fernandez, and Salah, who is my captain as well. Mo Salah, bad boy, come on. Away at Norwich, I'm expecting some points, guys. And then up front, we've got Ivan Toney and Kalichi Iheanacho. That makes up the team. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Don't forget to click on the link below. Come and join in the Cycling GK Super League. Boom, prizes for fun. Come on the boys, let's bring it home. What a shirt, by the way. Ooh.